Hello, everybody. We're checking out some of Alaska's history today. We're at the Morris Thompson Center in Fairbanks, Alaska. We got our little cabin over here. This was made back in the early 1900s, and they transported it over here for everybody to look at. And then there's some little exhibits inside here. Yeah, we're gonna check out some Alaska history. So we're gonna wait for everybody to come on, and then we'll start heading in. So you guys can read that if you want. This is about, the history back then. And it's talking about Dan, we're trying to keep the lives going. We got some family and they want to check out all the Alaska stuff, so just do some live streams while we're here. But so this sign is for this little house here. Built early 1900s. All right, let's go in.
It probably doesn't have a real hole underneath.
We'll wait for some people to clear out before we go in. So, old little outhouse, came with it back in the 1900s. It's pretty cool. We can show the backside. So, windows, you can see the difference between new windows and old windows. It's like you can see like a little rainbow in it if you look to the right. But let's go in. Try to squeeze through some of these people. So.
Read the sign, April. Golly.
This is the house back in 1900s, what they used. Pretty cool history, old stove. You could hear the floor cracking, old floor. Got your little old canned foods. And the cool thing is these knives and forks and all that stuff, back in the day, that was all silver. The little wash station. More cans and food and stuff. This would be your living room. A bed would be over there in the corner. Chair. And then this is a newer stove, I think. I don't think this is the original. But it would look like this. Yeah. And then there's your window. Old door. All right, now we're gonna go to the exhibits. That stuff's all inside at the Morris Thompson Center, Fairbanks, Alaska. Hopefully they'll let us record inside. They might not. So this is the Morris Thompson Center. Our sunset, sunrise, daylight loss, length of the day. Old airplane up there. So here we got Alaska map. Let's see where we were. So this is right around here is the interior of Alaska. We're in the interior. This is where we are right here. And this is how big Alaska is. I think it's the biggest state in America. This is what the natives use in their village for slippers and shoes. So here we got the American eagle here, country bird. And then this we have so there is a bear over there. This is the story on it here. You can pause the video if you'd still like to read that. So, let's see here. I'm trying to find the little animal. So, we have, believe it or not, we have frogs that live in Alaska all year long. They hibernate in the wintertime. So, you'll be out there snow shoveling and, you hit ground, you'll pull up a frog. And if you just touch them, you have heat on your hands, they'll give them a couple minutes, they'll come back alive. And then when you leave them, they'll go back into hibernation. So there we got a little beaver. That's what Alaska beavers look like. And of course, these are trees and all that stuff. If you were in the woods, this is what it would look like. And then, if you were to camp, you would got your tent here. This is early 1900s camping. You got your tent, fireplace, stove, and then back there you got your hide to lay on, and a little blanket, your kindling for starting wood, and you got your little pot of blueberries, wash bucket, gas tank back there, and then your little oil lantern. Dog sled for, the Iditarod. This is what a smaller sled looks like. What else we got over here? So this looks like native tribe village stuff. So There's some ivory right there, worth a lot of money. A little basket that they make using, plants, weaving them together.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's really just up to assumption, because, I mean, you can see this, and top appears all.
And those are some tusks. Pretty cool. You don't get to see that every day.
First pretty rough.
We have black bears in our yard. Oh,
This looks like a moose hide.
Oh, that's a bear hide.
Bear hide. Yeah, they covered it up, so I couldn't really see what it is.
Still going with me for the tour, we are going to head back here into our winter.
So here we got.
Hopefully we get to catch
This looks like a bear trap.
that place, and if not, we can just wait.
Smaller animals like marten, mink, and also use this for marten. And then this would be for cats, wolves. And then little exhibit what it looked like in the wintertime for trappers. So over there you can see the traps all set up. And then you got your snowshoes here. Here's a better look at the traps over here. And dog sled. You got your fire stove. This is what a cabin would look like back in the 1930s. All hand built. You could pause the video if you would like to read that still. Get closer for you. There you go. Okay, let's continue further. So here we got a Polaris. I prefer Yamaha, but with a video. Dog sled gear, stuff they would use.
No, we have
Everyone carries a.
not even halfway.
Let's see if I can get a light on for you.
Just watching the film.
Okay, good. I'm all about watching the film. Yeah, they have an outhouse race.
So, chainsaw you would use. Everyone carries one. Never know when you come across trees down or something. Skis, cross country. Always good to have. You know, your binoculars, birdhouses. Always need a Santa hat because, we're in the North Pole. And then your dog sled. The number that would have me in the Iditarod or Yukon Quest. So if you guys were here earlier this summer, I did a live at the Kramer's Field, and we did go back not where a lot of people get to go, but we did go back there and get to see the geese and birds back there. They come every year. Thousands and thousands of birds come. Here's some gloves in the village the natives make. They don't use any current technology to make anything. They'll like their stuff that they make. And these go good in 50 below too. Your fingers will stay nice and warm. So it looks like here we got a boat. Let's see if it says the date. 1912, 1914, this boat was made and used. This is all the stuff you'd find on a boat. Bunny boots. Bunny boots are a winter boot that pretty much everybody has. Keeps your feet nice and toasty. You got your gas can. Fishing net. Life jackets, of course, because you fall in the water, you're getting hypothermia. Once you get hypothermia, you can't really swim. Your body goes into shock. Of course, I said chainsaw earlier. Another gas tank. Tackle box. And your motor here. I want to say that is a cutting board of some sort. And then that bag right there, that's for hunting. So when you get your moose meat or whatever you're hunting for, you put it in that bag. It stays nice and fresh. Clear of dirt. So this is what the natives wear. You got that coat back there. Your shoes, your coat, your gloves. And these are outdoor shoes. So you'd wear that, when you're walking around outside, not for like snow machining, stuff like that. And then your slippers. And your baskets that they make. A little blanket. And this is the jewelry. Fancy jewelry. And that back there is for music. You bang on it, makes a drum sound.
Is there another political party that's better?
So, it's a beaded moose hide case for your gun. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to put guns on YouTube Live. Forgot. Hopefully YouTube does not take that down. But yeah, I showed you guys that. We got some more boots, baskets. That'd be for some fish. And that'd be a knife that they make, sharpen the rocks down and get some tree bark for a handle. That's for a little cup there, make out of wood. Fishing for smaller, like animals like bait. And there's your spoon. Snowshoes back there, you can move better in the dirt and snow. And these are the blankets. So here we got beaver pelt. This is a lynx. A lot of trappers go trapping for lynx. They're worth about $500 each hide.
And the widget language that you see on that QR code scanner is actually
Some more tusks. This is their stuff that they use for hunting. That big spear. And this is a wolf. Here. Pretty big. Another basket for fishing. You put it in the water. They swim right through there, get stuck, they can't come back because we've got the sharp edges right there. Some more booties. That's for, you're in the deep snow, don't want your feet getting wet. Your feet get wet, you get really cold. Little custom-made little blanket there, or tablecloth. Some more art built. That's all hand beaded with it looks like a beaver pelt. So they show you how they bead right here.
One of my favorite things to talk about when I do these tours is in the very middle here on the bottom, you'll see a kind of shrunk down version
Should have done the tour.
of what we call a fish trap.
I believe that is it. We are gonna check. I remember it being longer, but let me see if I missed a room. Pretty sure I did.
That the state of Alaska had to legalize them in, I'd like to say, either 1952 or 1982. Yep. They were just that efficient. They would catch so many fish that I believe that was the start of our dwindling salmon population.
Ah, I missed the hockey room. Okay, so this is Alaska Fairbanks. It looks like CCHAL. Sport. And then this is on ice. Figure skating, ballet, all that fun stuff. Basketball. Kind of smells like an airport in here. We get our fires. I made a video about it. I think about 2 weeks ago. We get our daily fires. Usually at about this time we get fires every year. There's one of the fires. These are our planes. Come scoop up water and dump on them. There's our firefighters. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video. So, our military. Let's see. And then our gold. So, cool thing is, this is our school bus right here, average school bus. And when we're mining for gold, we use trucks that big. So, it's pretty good. It's a pretty big size. Our miners. It's called the Pogo Claim. Fort Knox. This is near, I'd say it's about 100 miles away from us. But they dig up this whole thing, and that's what it looks like now compared to that. Gold dredges. If you want to watch this, pause the video. Same thing with this one. And I believe that is it. Ah, there's a wolf. I was looking for him. Over there. There you go. Cool. First time on this channel showing the pine marten right there. That's what they look like. What do we got over here? Ah. We got fish here, salmon. Little display. Back in the day, they use hatchets like that, ulus. Not many people still use ulus. It's more of like something you put on your shelf for tourists. But yeah, you skin the fish, and the finish would look like this. Just a little sliver of meat in there. Chop it all off.
best.
And then of course we got our park rangers over here. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap up the video today. I appreciate you guys coming on. If you want to see more of this, you can post it in my community now. Make sure to follow communities, YouTube's community guidelines. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.